Alright, so in your starter kit, you should receive two complete e-cigarettes, 2 batteries, 2 tanks, a wall charger, a USB adapter for the batteries. You should receive one 15 milliliter bottle with a needle tip, and you should receive one 30 milliliter bottle but with a needle tip. So we'll put that to the side. Alright, so to begin, we'll go on to the batteries first. So here's the batteries. If you push the button, no light shows. You're going to just keep tapping it until it starts blinking. Now it's on. So when you hit it, it's on. Turn it off until it starts blinking. Now it's off. So no, you're not going to get any vape if you're hitting the button and no battery's coming on. This one's on, so you're going to get vape from that. Now to charge the batteries, which is what you're going to need to do first, so you're going to unscrew the tank from the battery. To unscrew it, just hold the bottom where the power button is. You'll see a little lip there. Just hold both and just unscrew. Take the battery, and you're going to go plug it into here and just screw it in. Now with this adapter, it's a USB adapter, so you can hook it up to your computer instead of crawling underneath your desk and trying to find a power slot there. You could just plug it into your computer. But you're going to get a faster charge when you plug this into here and then you plug it into a wall. Now a couple things with this charger is there's going to be a little indicator light right here. The indicator light's going to shine green once the battery is fully charged. If it's a red, the battery isn't charged. So when you plug it in, you'll notice that this light will flash, this will flash, and then it'll stick a color, and it'll tell you if it's charging, red, or if it doesn't need to be charged, if it's fully charged, green. So once that's done, you can, and it's green, you can just unscrew it and put it back in your pack if you want to, or you could adapt it to one of your little tanks, put it back in your bag, so when one battery dies, you have another battery that you can be using while this one charges. Now, to go on to the tanks, this is what it's going to look like when it's nothing in it. So as you can see, the wicks are brand new, haven't been soaked with anything, right? So we'll do this one first. Take your little nipple off, and then back onto the tanks. To undo it, you're just going to unscrew your mouthpiece. And as you can tell, the mouthpiece will just come right out, and then you have your tank. Don't flip it over, because all the liquid, if you have anything, is going to be everywhere if you just spill it over. Now, before we get into that, we'll go into the tanks, or to the juice bottles. So you're going to have 2 bottles, or you're going to have 6 bottles that actually come with your thing that doesn't have the nipples on it. So you're going to need to fill up the ones with the needle-like to be able to poke into these types of tanks. So these 2 empty bottles, which will be like these, you're just going to unscrew the top. You're going to take your 1 bottle that doesn't have the needle and just squirt it in there. This is a 15 milliliter, so this one will actually hold the whole thing with the needle on top of it. So once you've filled these little bottles up, then you're ready to fill up your tanks. So in order to fill up the tanks, this needle has to go to the side of this rubber piece right here. So you just take the needle and you just poke it to the side. As you can see now, the needle's on the side, so when you start squirting it in there, it's just going to go to the bottom. And as another thing that will show better on this one is you see all these different little numbers. It's how many milliliters it'll fill it up to. So it's a 1.5 milliliter tank. So you're only going to fill up past to the line. Don't fill it up past, because if you fill it up past, you're probably going to get juice in your mouth whenever you're vaping. So once you fill it up, go ahead and just put the top back on and screw it in. Now, you got to be careful on the inside, because if you look directly in the middle right there, you'll see a little hole. That hole is your air hole. So if you get stuff in there, you're going to get a little bit of liquid for a while. Because see, the air goes through this little part, comes out after it's vaped. So once you got the top screw back on, you can twist it around, you can do whatever you want. It's not going to go anywhere. First time use of these tanks, you only have to do this one time when your tanks are new and your wicks aren't soaked. Is you're going to screw it on to the battery, to your fully charged battery. Again, make sure your battery's on. Once it's on and you hold the button, you'll hear it vaping. So you actually need to prime your wicks so you don't burn out your wicks the first time. So just hold the button, take a couple hits. Now, since your wicks are primed, just put this to the side for about 15 to 20 minutes while that juice is soaking into the wicks. Otherwise, you're going to burn your wicks. It's going to taste like burning materials. You don't want that. So just after you do that, put it to the side. Same thing for the other one. Put it to the side. Prime it. Put it to the side for 15, 20 minutes. Now, you're going to want to refill your tanks whenever you start getting low. So once you start getting low, maybe around like you got a quarter left here, go ahead and just refill it. Since you have two types of liquids, I would suggest, do maybe one bottle, one liquid, one bottle, the other liquid. Have two different e-cigarettes so you can see which one you like the taste better. And then whichever one you like the taste better, you can order more of that one. If you like both of them, great. Then you can just order both of them. Your batteries will last about 1 to 2 days, depending on how much you're vaping, how much you're smoking. If you hold the button and you're trying to take a hit and it starts flashing at you, I'm just reenacting it, but if it starts flashing at you, that means the battery's almost dead, so you need to charge it. That's why this kit's good, because it comes with two. So then you could just go ahead and take this one apart, charge this battery, and use your extra one you have. And then once that one's done, and then this one goes dead, do the same thing, charge this battery, use the one that you just charged. Pretty much it. Just remember the key parts is if you don't have any light, click the button until the light turns on, then you're on. Before you go to bed, maybe turn the battery off so it doesn't drain out the battery. And then as well is just get that metal piece to the side of that plastic, a rubber part, and don't fill up past the rubber part, because you don't want it to go in that air hole. If it goes in the air hole, you might as well just blow out of the bottom here, so you blow out all the liquid, or blow into the top of here, so you blow it out. So if you blow it out, take a Q-tip, get all that juice around there. That's pretty much it. You good?